Hello, everybody. I'm coming to you really early in the morning, 4 in the morning. I think I'm finally coming out of this whole flu thing I have, so I'm feeling just a little bit better. And I had a project that I'm working on, so I thought I would do a very special review. Um, those of you from the RGV, the Rio Grande Valley, might remember we had a very good guitar player locally by the name of Don Eberle. He sadly committed suicide in 2003. I'll link to a couple videos of him playing, but what I have here is, in fact, sorry about the noise, the jack is screwed up. Hang on. This is Don Eberle's Charvel. I'm actually not sure what it is. I've done some research. This does not appear to be an American-made guitar. However, it probably is a Japanese-made Charvel, which means it's almost just as good. I don't see Made in America anywhere on it. There is a serial number, but I only did a very little bit of looking into it. And those of you that know Don know that this is his guitar. There's no question about it looking at it. This guitar is kind of a lot for me. It has strange switching. It basically has an on-off switch for every pickup. So you can have, like, all kinds of weird combinations that you can figure out with three. Like you could have neck and middle. You can have neck and lead. Your bridge. You can have bridge and middle. It's pretty versatile switching. However, there are a couple of problems with it that I am having trouble fixing. The jack problem being one thing. I have tried to fix the thing, but it doesn't appear to have gone over very well. I'm attempting to fix it again, just real quick so I can build this video. Let's see if that works. Anyway, it's got active EMG pickups in it, EMG humbucker and 2 EMG single coils. This is my trem bar. I could not find the trem bar in the case here, so I'm thinking the current owner must have that somewhere. But this is a very nice guitar. I must also point out that it is a neck through, and it was not originally active, which is why this cavity is open. The battery's in here. The trem is a carven trem, but it's made by Kahler. However, it doesn't look like a Kahler Spider. It looks like you could, replace stuff on it with standard Floyd parts, which is pretty cool. I've kind of been entrusted to restore this instrument, at least to a certain extent. Thus far, I have soaked all the organic, nasty stuff, like salt and sweat, and, grease and stuff, out of this trem. They get that way if you play on them a lot. I have lubricated the trem, I've added new springs, I've attempted to fix the jack. Let's see. Oh, it's slightly better. Anyway, this video seems like it's probably getting too long as it is, so, and I'm starting to, like I said, I'm starting to feel better, but not perfect. So let's hear this thing. Let me get a clean sound first. Like I said, I'm not much for active electronics. I think batteries belong in flashlights. But let's see. Let's select 80s ballad. There we go. Turn this up. So this is the bridge humbucker, clean. So that's that. Let's see. Then let's add the middle pickup to that. So this is now middle single coil in the bridge. Just the middle. Middle and neck. And just the neck. Oh, I must also point out that this thing has a Floyd, but it has no locking nut. I mean, this thing's been like pretty thrown together. I mean, like there's plastic holding this up just right and stuff, but he knew what he wanted in a guitar, and a lot of people I know these days swear by the whole no locking nut and locking tuners thing, but I've really found some disadvantages about it. It'd be the same disadvantages, pretty much either way, using a locking nut versus not using one. Let me go ahead and find something dirty here. And just, because this is such a, it's like a 20-year-old guitar, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do a different lead sound this time. Do an 80s lead. So this is... So that's the neck single coil. Middle single coil. Let's see. Humbucker. Let's see. Neck single coil and humbucker. Anyway, I think you guys are kind of getting the idea of the sound here. One thing I find without a locking nut, it's real hard. It's real hard to do, dime squeals, at least the way I like to do them. Plus, I don't like this '80s lead thing. Let me find another. Go back to my old faithful here because that seems to be what works. And see, with all that pulling up, now I'm kind of out of tune. It's no big deal, I just gotta dive everything again. And it puts everything back in tune, but still. And notice as well that the Floyd is top mounted, almost completely top mounted. There's no recess for it, but it's mounted in such a way that you can like get back on it a good ways. So that is Don Eberle's Charvel in the process of restoration. I think next I'm gonna shine the body up some more, keep trying to work on this jack without replacing it if I don't have to, and that should be it, really. Anyway, I gotta call it a night.